Morning all, you're very welcome. Thanks for attending this particular seminar on rights, entitlements and services for tenants. My name is Andrew Guy and I'm working with Threshold. And I'm just going to give you a brief overview, I suppose, of what we do in Threshold and a brief overview, I suppose, of rights for people in the private rented sector. And particularly, I suppose, focusing more recently on recent changes that will affect students. I think it's timely that the unions and student environment will be following directly for me. So keep it very brief. And then any questions, please feel free to jump in at any time. So, Threshold, we are a charity. We were set up in 1978. I suppose our core service, at the moment, we are very much focused on trying to prevent people from becoming homeless. There's a huge housing crisis in Ireland at the moment, and people who are renting are really feeling the pressure. So on a daily basis, we are providing information and advice to tenants in the rented sector, ultimately with an aim to try and prevent, I suppose, homelessness and try to prevent people from becoming at risk of becoming homelessness. And there could be many reasons why that might happen, because of rising rents, I suppose, not much supply in the housing sector. So just a brief overview of what I tend to talk about today, just prevention service, a little bit about that, our advice and information service, which is available to everyone, and how to access the service, a brief overview as well of human rights and entitlements in the private rented sector, so that there's been recent changes that affect everyone living in places like what we call rent pressure zones, so rent's going to be increased by certain amounts per year. Issues around how your tenancy can be ended, rights that you have in a tenancy, and I've put in a little bit about student accommodation. Then I suppose, importantly, what services are out there for tenants. So dispute resolution services, there's state organisations like the Residential Tenancies Board, and there's organisations like ourselves, Threshold, who provide free information and advice. So as I said, we're independent, we're a charity, we were set up in 1978. Our vision is where everyone has access to affordable, secure and suitable quality accommodation. And our mission is to prevent homelessness and campaign for housing wide rights. We're going to see a rights-based approach to housing. How do we do that? We provide independent advice and advocacy services to tenants. We can deliver housing supports for those who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless. And through our core service, our frontline service, we're able to monitor trends and see the issues that are actually coming in that are affecting the real people on the ground. We influence housing policy and practice by making submissions to government, suggesting legislative changes. So our prevention service, I suppose what's known as a primary and secondary types of prevention service, or our primary service is advice, information and advocacy. So we can advise you on your rights if you're our tenant, what options are available for you if you have a dispute, where to go, etc. Just to be examples of the primary service that we have, and it's free, it's independent, and it's available to everyone. So you can access it through a free phone number, through email, all the normal channels. We do have more targeted services that will be focused on people in particular groups. So for instance, if someone's renting on rent supplement and facing rent increases, we have particular targeted services for those people if they're facing increases in rent. We're able to help them in a particular way. Our advice and information, as I said, it's free, it's independent, it's available to anyone can contact us, it doesn't matter who you are. It is focused primarily on the private rental sector and the social rental sector. We advise people mostly on how tenancies can be ended, how your rent can be increased, what standard the property should meet, how to get your deposit back, housing subsidies like housing assistance payments, rent supplements, and how to resolve disputes if they arise. That's generally what we do on a daily basis. You can access our service. We have a free phone number. It's up there on the screen. You can also get onto our website where there's a function where you can email in. And we have our 3 offices, which one in Dublin, that's the address there in Stoneybatter. We have an office in Port and Galway as well, if anyone's maybe going to be living out there or close to the area. But we would encourage people to call the number, because we don't necessarily have a drop-in service. We would encourage people to make an appointment if they want to see someone face-to-face. So I'm going to just move on to, I suppose, if you are renting, what are your main rights and entitlements? So in Ireland, people have rights, there's prescribed rights under various pieces of tenancy legislation. And these are the Residential Tenancies Acts. They go from 2004 all the way up to 2019. So there's been a lot of amendments, and I suppose it is quite actually a complex area of law, and it can be difficult to get your head around. So we always encourage people, if you do have a particular issue, to call us and we can talk you through it. So these pieces of legislation outline your main rights and obligations, in addition attention to a landlord's rights and obligations. They outline in particular when rent can be reviewed and how it can be reviewed, how tenancies should be ended, the processes that should be followed. It provides for the notice periods that people are entitled to. If, for instance, you are getting a rent review or you have received a notice of termination. It provides for what's known as security of tenure, so there is security in Ireland for people who are renting. After 6 months, you gain security, so tenancies in Ireland last for 6 years. So theoretically, you are full security for 6 years. And that's what the security of tenure provision is. And it established the Residential Tenancies Board. At the time it was a private Residential Tenancies Board. It's now known as the Residential Tenancies Board. Today, all tenancies should be registered with them, and they have a dispute resolution service as well. There's been recent changes, so as I said, the legislation goes from 2004 all the way to 2019. So in May 2019, a new act is introduced. Most of the provisions of that act now are now in law. So what that does is it extended RPZs. So RPZs are called their rent pressure zones. So areas of where rents are high throughout the country, they can be designated as a rent pressure zone. And what that means is rents essentially cannot increase above a certain percentage per year. Okay, so it extended those rent pressure zones up to 2022. It provided for longer notice periods if you receive a notice of termination. It, I suppose, updated the criteria for how to be designated a rent pressure zone. So there was problems before where a national average of rent was the designated criteria. What was happening was the national average was taking into account areas like Dublin, and Dublin was inflating the national average. So they've basically cut Dublin and the Greater Dublin area out of that. And it makes us which areas around the country are more rural areas that should have been rent pressure zones maybe a year or 2 years ago, and now be rent pressure zones now. It defines what substantial change is, so these are exemptions to if your rent can be increased or not. It introduced what's known from the RGB's point of view, the Residential Tenancies Board have now an investigations and sanctions unit. So they're becoming more of a regulator in the sector. Before you would have to bring a dispute to them. Now they have a particular unit where you can report if you think a landlord has breached a particular area of law, you can report it to them and they can actually investigate and sanction if necessary. And it brought into the remit of the law student accommodation, which was previously excluded. So I'm going to just talk a bit about student accommodation because I think it's probably appropriate given the setting that we're in today. So from the 15th of July, student accommodation is now under the remit of the Residential Tenancies Act. In most areas, there's some conditions that apply. It applies to any dwellings that may, if you're in student accommodation at the moment, that you have been for the last year or 2 years. Now you have access to things like the Residential Tenancies Board. You have particular rights under the Tenancies Acts, which you wouldn't have had before. There's a bit of a time or an issue around new lettings now from the 15th of July to the 15th of August. So they've given a kind of a grace period. If student accommodation is new, they've allowed that month period that you can set the rent at the market rate essentially. So the rent caps won't apply for that particular month if it's a new property to the market. And importantly, it doesn't apply to digs, which are licensed arrangements. So digs, what we mean by digs is essentially if you're living in the landlord's home with the landlord, all these provisions won't apply to you. You have what we call a licensed arrangement. So you're living in someone's home, you can't fail for the Residential Tenancies Board. You don't have prescribed rights under your law. Essentially guests in someone's home. Again, with the RPZs, there's a couple of exclusions with student accommodation. If you are renting student accommodation, the security of tenure in relation to your 6 years, it doesn't apply to student accommodation. Other things like subletting, you're not allowed to sublet in student accommodation, where you might be allowed to sublet in rented accommodation. Rules in relation to ending tenancies apply, so essentially you are entitled to receive a notice of termination if a landlord wants to end your tenancy in student accommodation, and you have access to the dispute resolution service of the Residential Tenancies Board, which is, I think, very welcome change for students to be able to access somewhere if they have a dispute. And now, what services are available to tenants and students in the rented sector? So you have ourselves, we provide information, advice and advocacy. So if you have an issue, you want to find out how much notice you're entitled to, or you have a particular issue with the landlord not making a repair, or you need more extensive help, as in you might have received an invalid notice of termination, we can provide basic information. We can advise you, and I suppose, based on our experience, what may be the best course of action to take. And if necessary, we can also advocate on your behalf. So we can take particular action on your behalf, which may be contacting someone on your behalf, like a letting agent. It could be contacting a state agency, for instance, a local authority if you were trying to avail of the housing assistance payment, or it could even be representing you at a residential tenancies board dispute if you needed that. We do have specific housing supports that are targeted at particular individuals, so if you want more information about that, I'd suggest calling the service and we can guide you through that. There's the residential tenancies board, so they have the dispute resolution service for tenants and landlords. So if a landlord or tenant have a dispute, issue by getting a deposit back, whether your notice is correct or incorrect, tenants and landlords have a right to refer a case to the tenancies board, and it's quite accessible. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's €15 to make a dispute online, and they usually are quite prompt in hearing the disputes. They now have from May 2019, this special investigations and sanctions unit. So if you feel they will focus areas on rent pressure zone breaches, registration for landlords, and also tenancy termination. So if you feel either your landlord or you feel another landlord is potentially breaching the rent rate rules that are now in place, or potentially maybe ending a tenancy unlawfully, that can be reported to the investigations and sanctions unit, and they themselves can investigate. Then there's a data protection provision, which is useful. Renting now is quite, as well as it can be difficult to source properties initially. There are always problems that may arise in a tenancy, but trying to access the rental market can be difficult. One of the things that we find that comes up a lot is what type of information can be requested when I actually am looking for a property. You'll find when you're looking for properties now, you could be competing against hundreds of people, and maybe information that is after you might seem a bit inappropriate, and the information that could be requested could be sensitive. So the data protection mission have guides on best practice for landlords and letting agents as to what information they should seek and how to store that and how to manage it. So I hope that was brief enough and 2 points. Have to take any questions if anyone has any questions. Well, I really appreciate your patience and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.